And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And the timing just a hair off. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tuafili. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Love. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he made the extra point without problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's going to let it go. What a snag by the defense. And he picks it off and takes it back before he finally steps out of bounds, and that is how we'll wrap up the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Armstrong.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. A little screen to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 72 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at his decision-making.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Using his legs, it's Love. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. To get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a longer. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
The back goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. The quick out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. Well, you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Love. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up-and-down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
2nd and short now after that completion. It's a draw. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Makes one man miss. Touchdown Trojans! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get to you.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Pocket starts to collapse. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.